So maybe there's just more of that for this
I
year.
think there's probably going to be more of that. And remember, she's in an ancestral period right now. And anytime somebody goes into an ancestral period, first of all, it's like a great purging. Anything and everything that can come up to remove itself from your life, whether you want it to or not, is going to do that. And people start to panic. But what it does for the person is it allows them to take a step back and really feel what they're wanting. And I feel like right now, even though actors and actresses usually don't like to be behind the scenes, I feel like that's where she's kind of feeling her power.
Is
So
she,
that's
so
good.
you say purging, like what? Is that her purging or things are purging out of her life? Like,
Things are purging out of her life. However, a lot, let me just double check. Energies are crazy today, so I'm just making sure what I'm hearing is
let me
exactly
tell
what
you,
they
they
want
were
me to
horrible
say.
yesterday. If I
Yes,
can
they
just go on
were.
record of saying that, I
They
apologize to
were.
anyone who spoke to me yesterday because I just snapped and but there's
Shame on
only
you.
so much
Okay.
one could take. Yeah, shame on me.
There is. No, truthfully, sometimes you just need a pause. But it's basically saying skywriting the fates. What that would remind me of is like the Emperor's card. Um, Somebody who is stronger sometimes than they appear. But the Empress is not always sitting up front. Sometimes she is in her chamber. Sometimes she is moving behind the scenes while everybody else kind of, goes on with their life. She needs a break. She needs to purge from people. She needs to purge from places. She needs to probably get in her damn closet and clean the closet out too, if I'm guessing, because I feel like she's collected and has tried to keep a persona up for so long that it's finally caught up with her.
Well, that is part of, I think, why she quit the show. Now, two things you also said that I found that I earmarked here. You said regret. You said something about regret. I mean, what do you see with Garcelle in terms of regret? Because I heard that word.
Okay, so the card that I pulled was the empty whale. Um, it's like time to replenish. When I get into her energies, I feel like it's how she has been with other people. She hasn't been real authentic with herself. So if you're not authentic with yourself, you cannot be authentic for other people. I feel like she's probably felt like she's burned some bridges or there's been some disconnect that she has a lot of regret for. That is kind of getting back to the basics of who she is.
And not necessarily in her decision to leave the show then.
No. I think I think she may express, oh, it was a hard thing, but honestly, I think it was easy for her. I think after she got out of her way and trying to convince herself that maybe she should stay, or is it the right thing or the wrong thing? I feel like when she actually made the decision, it was like a breath of fresh air for her.
And that's
It
what it
was,
seems like, from an
yeah,
outsider's point of view. And the one thing you mentioned in the beginning too, you said something about hiding part of her decision to leave. I mean, I don't know. It seems like it has to do with that hiding. Maybe you're referring to this woman, Kyle, who we spoke about before. I mean, Kyle is, for all intents and purposes, as far as I can see, in a relationship with this woman, Morgan. We don't
yeah,
know
I knew
that,
it.
right?
I knew it.
We don't
No.
really know. Do we know that?
Well, I'm telling you right
Okay.
now because after we did the show on that, I
Yeah.
went and looked this Morgan up on TikTok and started following her. And I'm telling you right now, I would bet it 99.9% of the time with the gods stepping in that 1% of anything, they are definitely together.
I mean, that's what I've been saying.
They are definitely together. Their energetic soul and even their Akashic mapping, because I did an Akashic mapping for them,
Yeah.
um, blends. Akashic maps don't blend unless there is an intense, usually romantic relationship,
Huh.
like soulmate type of thing.
Interesting. So Morgan could be Kyle's soulmate.
She could be. I think and I know you didn't ask, but I'm just going to tell you. I
No,
think
by all means.
Morgan brings out something in Kyle that she hasn't been able to express. It's that because I mean I know she's considerably older, but Kyle's got this energy to her once all the drama is tamed down, once all of the needing to be in charge or needing to be heard, when that's all toned down, um, she's like a kid. I mean, her energy levels, young and vibrant and full of life and needing love. And I think that Morgan brings that to her. Not to mention, Morgan's kind of got that bad girl energy to her, that kind of comes off that is real good for Kyle.
I would agree with all that. I mean, I think she is a real soul under all
Mhm.
of that and just wants, she doesn't want the simple life, but she wants both. Like she wants
Yeah,
a real
yeah,
connection, which not everyone in her position does.
no, no,
So, but I think maybe when you mention hiding me, because I think part of Garcelle leaving is that she was at the reunion and she was looking around like we're all sitting up here. We're not talking about Morgan. We're pretending Kyle's not with Morgan. And maybe that's when you'd say Garcelle kind of let herself down in a sense of, like she just looked around and I think is like, we're literally in the Twilight Zone here. We're ignoring the fact that Kyle is with her and no one is calling her on this. And we're now going ahead and wrapping
right.
up the reunion into next season and we're going to pretend a whole nother season? Like, what the hell?
Well, but that's just how the cookie crumbles, and I think that it probably was a little off-putting. You know, I know I keep saying this. I know it's reality based, but sometimes I feel like the girls are not, or excuse me, the women are not truly themselves sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they kind of try to hide the softer side of themselves. And that softer side truly is about being authentic and just being real with whatever's going on, because the truth is we're all human and we make mistakes. And we do stupid things, we say stupid things and whatever. But I think that probably did play a big part in it, because I think that's what Giselle was expecting, and it didn't happen that way. And I'm telling you, Giselle is going through a transformation. She's going to come out of this just fine. Um, I don't feel like she regrets leaving. I don't feel like she misses it. I feel like she is, and I'm going to sound so much like a psychic now. She's ready to return to her authentic self.
I would agree with that. Well, part of why maybe she left, we're not sure. So I don't want to lead you anyway. There's a woman, her
Yeah, don't.
name, yeah, I don't want to lead you. Her name is, this has nothing to do with Garcelle, really, but this woman's name is Sutton Strack. Now, she was born 9/20/1971. She was also on the same show. That's all I'll tell you. Or she is on the same show. What do we see with her?
Let me look at this just a little bit. Um, okay, so the main card that I would focus on, which is the now, is the unmarried trail revelation card. Now, in the spiritual world, unmarried does not necessarily mean that you